Hi, welcome to FoxCast. I'm Craig, joined today by Tino and Cristian from Aurora. Thanks, guys. Thanks for coming on.
It's a pleasure.
Driving up through the snow.
That's it.
Yeah.
Terrible day, but we got here.
Got here. Yeah, good to see you. We're just going to get straight into it, really. For anyone who doesn't know about Aurora, who you are, what makes you Aurora, really?
Oh, okay. Just a quick explanation. Obviously, we were in the industry 16 years ago. We were in solar. We, at a time, we had a manufacturing plant making solar panels with a company called Ultima Solar. Then we went into heat pumps, diversified, and we set up Aurora Energy Group 3 years ago.
3 years, yeah.
The reason we came back into the business, because we know that there's a big market that wasn't there before on batteries and inverters and all these type of products. And all you had before in the industry, you had a set of solar panels going on the roof with an inverter. That was it. There was no storage. So obviously we recognised that, and we discussed, myself, Martino and Alistair, we had a meeting. We decided, great, we need to get back into this industry. We spent 3 years in the property business. We built up a property company, and we decided, great, okay, there's not much of an excitement doing this. We want to get back into the right industry, which is this one here.
We started in the solar industry 2012. So we were selling direct
doing that.
So with the government feed-in tariff, and most solar companies back then were installing hundreds of jobs. We managed to get our business up to 500 installs a week. Turning over our best year was 40 million.
Right, okay.
So we built a massive business from 2010 to 2015, 16, just selling solar. Obviously then you didn't have batteries. It was just a grid-tied inverter, old SMA inverter, and panels on the roof. So obviously a lot's changed now. And as Tino said, what we've done is we sat around the table 3 years ago, because we've got all that experience in the solar industry, we decided to go back into it.
You came back in to distribution.
That's it.
Different route.
Totally different.
Yeah. And what I've noticed about you guys is that you've got a very service first approach. I mean, that's kind of your key, not USB, but it's the thing that I identify most about Aurora is the fact that you're very service focused.
The reason we're service focused is obviously when you come from a direct sales background, which we all of us come from, we know the importance of servicing that customer.
Yeah.
So whether they want one screw, or they want one little inverter, or they want 60 EP11s or EP12s or whatever product they want, they'll get the same care and attention.
Yeah.
So we've got this passion. And the difference between us and obviously all the big distributors is that it's our family business. There's myself, Alistair, we've got Paolo, the Italian solar man, and Cristian. Yeah. So we are very, very hands-on the way we treat our customers and everything else. For example, last year we doubled our turnover, thanks to Fox, because 80% of our business is with you guys. Because Justin and yourself gave us the opportunity to become main distributors. Well, when I say main, to give us a distribution agreement, which enabled us to really focus on one product mainly. It's not to say that we don't sell anything else, but I'd say that 90% of batteries that we sell are all from yourselves. And the reason we sell them, and the reason we want to work with you and we want to grow with you, is because you guys have got this ambition to give the customers the best possible service. So for example, when we first started with you, Craig, you was dealing with the after service. We could ring you up if there's an issue. Now you've set up a whole department to do that for our customers. And the end consumer can even ring you guys up, which is unknown in the industry. Because in the industry, and I'm not mentioning any other brands, but if you install another brand, you try and get hold of somebody to help you while you're on site. So the reason we started with you guys, because of our previous experience, we realised we needed to work with a team of people that had the same vision we have. And Justin, your co-founder, is always at hand to help us, and he really, really sees what the customer needs out there on the market.
So what is your model in terms of how you distribute? So let's say, for example, there's the giants of the distribution, solar distribution, the likes of Seagen, for example. They've got a online portal. You put in your basket, you check out. Yours is a different approach, isn't it?
Totally. So, for example, Seagen, like you said, is an online portal. You've got the green techs out there. They've got staff in there that deal with customers direct. You've got the Midsummers, their online portal, and they sell over the phone. Mm-hmm. And then you've got CEF. We're very, very small on the market right now, but they're part of Seagen, as we all know.
Yeah.
And then you got some other small distributors. So we decided we're never going to be able to compete against the likes of Seagen and Greentech, because they're multi-billion-pound companies.
Yeah.
What we decided to do is to give that personal service to our customer. Yeah. Because we are main distributors, we can match the prices that are on the market, which is really helping us. So we're winning all these customers. Now you think about it. If you buy a car or any product, if the after service is good, you stay with the brand. Now what we do, the way we win our business, and that's what we were discussing with Justin the other day when he came to our offices, is we retain the customers because of the back end of the business in Foxes. Mm-hmm. We sell them that.
We also try and help the customer, direct them to the right product, and also, apart from training on products, because of our experience in the solar industry, we try and help the customer further with marketing ideas, company presentations, how to go out and basically sell the product.
So it's that personal approach.
Yeah.
The others try, I'm sure they do it a bit.
Yeah.
For you guys, it's kind of front and centre, isn't it?
Yeah.
That's who you are as a company.
Yeah.
Do you nationally, I mean, your customer base, is it?
Yeah, so basically we sell in Scotland, we sell in Manchester, we sell everywhere.
Yes.
A lot of our customers were people that used to work for me 15 years ago, yeah? These are young guys that have grown, they've set up their own businesses, they've copied the model that we had in the past, and they, obviously, like I said, we had a gap where we came out of business, we went into property, but when we came back, the first people that I approached were our old team. Our old team at the time, when we approached them, they were selling different products. So it was a matter of me and Christian going on the road convincing these people that this Fox product is years ahead in technology, that they would get the backing, that they'd get somebody on the other line if the fitter was struggling, that there was a training course available to all the installers, that you had an elite installer program. So all these positives we took into the business.
Yeah, Fox as a brand, they're open with their arms. Yeah, so a lot of the other brands, when you ask for training, if you want to go and learn about the products, even as a distributor, we struggle to get any help from anyone. So even when we come back into it 3 years ago, other brands I was approaching to get help for myself, because we'd just come back into the industry to get training on the new products, the new batteries, inverters, and you guys were open to us coming to the training centre and pushing the product forward. And we still get that support today, and that's why we push the product heavily.
Yeah, I mean, I should point out, because there'll be people who comment in the video and say, well, there's other manufacturers that do these things. But I think, like you said, that we took that approach. We wanted to be open. We wanted to invite people in, have that relationship, both with yourselves and your customers. And we've tried hard. Listen, we don't always get it right. I've said it before on other videos. There's times where potentially you've been frustrated with us because it is a trick the beast, but we try our best to offer the kind of service.
Yeah, the difference there, Craig, is that because of the passion that you've got and your team have got, there might be frustration there, but there's always a solution at the end of it. Yeah. So we obviously had probably had 3 issues that were resolved very, very quickly. So we know from our experience with other products that we sell, there's no resolution to the problem.
They just go on.
Go on and on and on. So the customer gets frustrated, so they rebuy that product and replace it. And then they've got to wait for months and months and months to get a product back. So when we first started, we noticed that because we shared a showroom, a warehouse with an installer, and we saw how many inverters were in this warehouse. And me and Christian and others said, well, why has he got all these inverters here? Because he couldn't be bothered to wait for the customer services team to replace them. So he just built them up and he used to send them back on a pallet 2 or 3 months down the line. Well, that doesn't help you when you're on an installation. The beauty about you guys is you log in, you see what the problem is, and I would say that 95% of the time, it could be the installer that's wired up something wrong, but at least it's dealt with there and then.
Yeah. And it's important because I think you get the smaller installers, cash flow is king, and what they can't afford to have is
Totally.
is faulty product or product that maybe hasn't functioned as expected, and it's it's going through an RMA, it's sitting there for months, and they're having to go out and buy new stock to replenish
100%.
it.
And obviously, when you're converting an installer from another brand to your product, if we don't get it right on the first point, then they're going to move to another product, and we've seen that throughout the industry. But since we've been in the solar industry, that products come to market, don't deal with it right, and then they move to something else.
100%, I understand that. And it's something we're all very focused on here, and I know you guys are as well. Okay, so we've spoken a little bit already about service and how important that is, and how much focus and importance you place on that. But what does that actually mean in practice? And so give me some examples of where you've gone above and beyond for one of your customers in a way that maybe one of these other sort of big giant distributors wouldn't have done.
Yeah, I mean, if a customer's ordered something incorrectly, if they've had a kit delivered to site and the anchor's wrong, as an example, we had one a few weeks ago where we delivered A slates to site, and then we had to change the anchor at 9 o'clock in the morning, and we send the driver out and straight to site.
Your own driver.
Yeah, own driver, and most of the time we cover the cost because we want to retain that customer and give them a good service. I think because of our experience in the solar industry, we understand how important it is to get that job done and completed on that day.
Yeah.
Otherwise, it just rolls into the next day, and then obviously customers come up with problems.
The whole schedule
with the installation
gets knocked out sick, doesn't it? And then you've got scaffolding and roofers and all these
that does
things.
affect us down the line, because if that job's not completed, we're not moving on to the next kit for that customer. So
It affects that.
and we've done that pretty much since the start. If any customer's got an issue, if it's our problem and we've done something wrong, myself, I've even jumped in the car and driven to site and dropped stuff off. Martino's done it. Alice has done it. We'll go the extra mile to make sure that customer gets that job done.
Excellent. Okay, so we'll move on to a different topic now.
Yeah.
Okay, because I think there'll be lots of people watching this that are familiar with you, and they are because of your output on social media. You use that tool a lot. So I log into LinkedIn most days, and I'll see something from yourself.
Yeah.
And you also have the Italian Soda Man. Tell me a little bit about your approach for social media and about how all that came about.
Yeah, what happens, running your own business is a journey, yeah? So what we're doing, we're interacting with our customers on that journey and new customers. So everything that we put out on social media is what's happening during the day. So it could be the first delivery of the morning, Paolo's unloading a truck, could be some pallets coming in of panels, could be some rail, could be Fox's delivery. We have these every day of the week. And then we have people that come in last minute, they want a kit last minute, so we get that delivered straight away. A lot of the orders, like today, for example, while we're on the road driving to you, Craig, we had a customer that wanted a Fox 3.6. So straight away, we gave him the option, do you want to deliver it straight to site? He said, no, I'm fitting around the corner. Brand new customer, by the way, yeah? So great, delivered it straight away. So that customer's going to remember the service that we give. On the social media side of it, a lot of people got their own Facebook and Instagram accounts, and you can see their life, where they're going in the world and everything else. So we're replicating that in our business, a day in the business. So we've got Paolo, our Italian solar man, right? He started with us the day we started the business 3 years ago. So we treat him as a partner. And obviously, he couldn't speak a word of English when he started. His English is still not the best, but he's got a passion for his customers. Customers love him. When you go to any exhibition or any show, everybody knows the Italian solar man. All right, so really what he's done is enhanced the outlook of our business, yeah? So people actually, when me and Christian on the road and we go and see people, they think the Italian solar man owns the bloody company.
Really?
Well, yeah?
Do they?
So
You could confront the sellers, the fake them or
me and Christian went for a meeting in Cambridge a few months ago. So are you guys working for Paolo, the Italian solar man?
I bet you love that.
I said, right, yeah, I rang Paolo straight away. Hello, Paolo, you've been telling everybody you own the company now as well, yeah? So, but he is as passionate as we are. We've got this passion for our customers. We care, we take it personal if something goes wrong, and we transmit everything we do on social media. Today there would have been posts going out on LinkedIn, Instagram. You'll see the post of what we're doing here today. When we get Justin coming down to us, or Greg, or Tino, or anybody, we make sure that we do a little video with the Italian solar man or ourselves. We consistently go through the journey of our business through social media.
And it's free advertising every time you're posting. They're not sponsored. It's free advertising.
It's it's engagement, isn't it?
It's getting out to our customers, and that's how we've managed to grow the business. Most of our customers have come from social media.
Has that been your main strategy then?
Yeah, 100%. Yeah.
So you're not got reps on the road. You just go out more passively. Say, this is us. This is who we are.
Yeah.
I mean, I think it's a good approach, especially given the service-led sort of approach that you take as a company.
Yeah, in the summer months, we've had two young boys in the office, Rocco and Giovanni. Rocco is obviously Christian's brother, and Giovanni is Paolo's son, right? And we said, great, go on your social media, help us in the warehouse, let's get this going. And they've produced quite a bit of business for us.
And they're doing TikTok, because I've not mastered TikTok. Derry behind the camera there, keeps saying we need to get on TikTok.
Yeah, they do.
I was thinking,
they do TikTok, they do Instagram. Christian trained them basically.
Yeah.
So basically they came in with no knowledge. They've met Justin.
Yes,
when
I think I saw the photographs.
Yeah. They've been to the exhibitions. So I don't know, they still go to school, yeah. But as young guys, we try and train them and educate them on how to get this business going. They still service their own customers, because they're set up, by the way, we set up WhatsApp groups with all our customers, yeah? So basically, if we're in this meeting just now and we miss a call, people WhatsApp us, can you get us this? Paolo and Alistair will pick it at the other end. If Alistair and Paolo are not in the office, we pick it up. One of us will pick up the customer's needs within seconds. Mm-hmm. And that's the beauty about setting up the WhatsApp groups. So Giovanni and Rocco, for example, they've got their own WhatsApp groups with their customers, but we're included because obviously they're back at school. So we try and, our vision is to train young guys to do what we've done and take the business to another level.
Well, that's quite unusual, I think, for a distributor to have individual WhatsApp groups for each one of their clients.
Every customer has got a WhatsApp group. And if they message us at 8, 9 o'clock at night and they need a product in the morning or that evening, we'll open up and service that customer.
No, as we're sitting here, loads of WhatsApps have come through.
Nothing about what issues with Fox.
No issues. We don't. I'll be honest with you. That's the beauty about working with Fox. Yeah? And we're not just, obviously we sell Fox, because we believe in it. There's a difference, There's a difference selling something that you don't believe in.
Yeah.
We are totally.
Nothing worse.
We are totally engaged in the product. We actually go out and convert people. In the area we're in, nobody knew about Fox. Mm-hmm. Nobody was selling Fox. And obviously I'm not going to mention other brands on this podcast, but nobody knew about this product. And then we came in, and it took a little while because people don't like to switch. Yeah, and then slowly we started switching people. Now, we've also lost business by doing that, yeah? All right, how do we lose business? Well, because some people, they want 60, 90-day credit, and obviously we're a small family business, and we can't afford to give people 60 or 90-day credit, yeah? We're just not that type of business. We're more of a family business. We give the customer the service, and that's why the small companies we deal with are brilliant, because we help them finish that installation on the day, so they get paid, and then they can pay us.
Yeah.
Which is the beauty about our business.
And we've also helped refer salespeople, installers, because some salespeople, when they come to us and they say, look, I want to get into the solar industry, they need a lot of help, because they don't know what kit to order, they don't know what anchors to put on the job, they don't know how to design it, and we give them all that help. And we also can help that customer refer to a good installer to get all of their jobs done. So we go above and beyond than most distributors, sometimes a bit too much, but that's the vision for the business, and we're going to continue doing it.
And I think the important thing there is you've got no ambitions to be. We sell through Seagen or Green Tech, so I'm not going to say anything negative, but you've got ambitions to be that scale. You want to keep it. You want to grow the business, of course. Yeah. But you don't want to lose that personal.
No. This year we'll double our turnover. All right. Last year we doubled our turnover. So year one, nice little bit of turnover. Started with Foxes straight away. We were lucky. We met Justin. We managed to get this Foxes distribution on the basis that we would convert people. It's all about converting people from one product to the other. We delivered that to him. Year two, we doubled our turnover. Year three, we doubled our turnover. We're now into year four. Our year end finishes at the end of December, yeah? So by the 15th of January, I'll have all the accounts in place, straight to the chartered accountants, and our whole focus now already is January. Yeah, we need to start on a good month, which we already have. Yeah?
And what we're changing from last year to this year, going into the new year, is being on the road more. So me and Martino are going to be visiting all of our customers, finding new customers, and seeing if there's anything else that we can offer to that customer. We've been in training sessions pretty much every day this week, just trying to push the product forward, and obviously get us more business down the line. So
where do you do those training sessions?
We go to see the customer at their office.
You travel?
Bournemouth on Monday. We was local on Tuesday, and then we was in Harrow on Wednesday. And next week we're fully booked up on appointments, and we're just getting out to see the customers. There's nothing like going to see a customer's operation to see if there's anything that we can add to that business. Especially when you're first starting out in the solar industry as well, because it's a minefield.
Yeah, 100%.
Yeah, on Tuesday we converted a massive company to Fox. I rang Justin straight away because I needed the what do you call them, all the samples to put in their showroom. Massive company in the southeast. They were selling another product. The guy used to work for me many years ago. Right, it took a while to convince. It took us a year to convince this guy to swap. Yeah. Because sometimes it takes a long time. So we converted him. Justin's going to send us all the dummies to put in his showroom, and we know that he will do some big figures. So that's why Christian just said we're going to be on the road. Last year we had to be in the office because there's not many of us, but we've mastered how to get the goods out very quickly.
So that's all been streamlined. Interesting. I didn't know about that customer. I'll ask you off camera a bit later. How are you seeing the industry at the minute? I mean, there was obviously a slowdown as you get towards Christmas. That's seasonal. That happens. Yeah. You said already it's picked up pretty well in January.
We didn't see a slowdown in December.
You didn't?
No. Okay. So we had a record December.
Right.
Okay. Like I said, we're tidying the debt out till the 15th of January. Okay. So we always cut off on the 15th. So we're collecting wherever else there's collect, but we will have had a record December. Mm-hmm. So we as most companies in December, they'll make a profit. They might break even or make a small loss, but on the year obviously they'll make. So we would have made a good profit in December. In January, obviously, as we discussed earlier, we lost 5 days, all right? But we were available on the 2nd, we're available between Christmas and New Year. That's the other thing. Yeah, if somebody needs something Christmas Eve or whenever, Christmas Day, we only live, the four of us, 10 minutes from our offices. So if somebody's desperate, it takes us 10 minutes to get there, open the door and give them what they need.
Yeah, we were couriering out product between Christmas and the New Year. Not many other distributors were even open.
No.
So we're going to continue that going forward because a lot of solar installers order maybe 2-3 days before the job. So we want to keep that.
So that just-in-time thing, isn't it?
Yeah, yeah.
Installers, like we said earlier, they, cash flow and everything. They don't want things sitting on the shelf. They want it in, out.
100%.
We never want to. We try not to say no.
Yeah.
We try to service that customer. If they come to us and say, "I want a Fox battery or an inverter or splice or whatever the product is," we never say no.
Is there any shift recently that you've noticed? Because I think you're a bit unique in this space where you have this relationship with what installers are ordering. Is there any changes? There's some suggestion that people are going for more batteries,
Yes.
bigger systems. Have you seen that?
Yeah, so what happens, most of the companies we deal with, they start off with a smaller system, and then they add to it after. So the customer sees how functional the product is, they look at the app and they think, God, I could do another 2 or 3 batteries, and then they go back and upsell, it's called an upsell, they go and upsell other batteries. So what we do, because of our experience in sales, we go and train these companies as well. So we offer them everything. So the technical team, which is Alistair and Malcolm and Paolo at the back end, they will help these customers on the technical side. A lot of customers come to us as well when they want to design a system. So for example, we do a lot of commercial projects, we do care homes, we do loads of different stuff, farms. So the good thing about Alistair, because he's got 20 years experience in solar, he was one of the first guys to be MCS registered at the time, all right? He has got that knowledge. He can look at a site and know what that installer needs, because a lot of installers need help.
Yeah.
Now on the sales side, because obviously these installers, they've got to sell the product. That's where me and Christian come in. We help them, we tell them how to sell the product, we advise them what to sell the product, and we tell them the reason that should be selling these products, because they don't want any aggravation later in life. The last thing you need when you sell something is the customer ringing you up, telling you this is no good.
Are you getting any feedback from customers about anything that's particularly difficult for them at the moment? Because I mean, pricing has been pretty stable, but I think there's material costs are starting to creep in. So and grid applications. That I think is a bit of a challenge. I don't know if you're seeing.
I'll be honest with you, we've not had any of this, and we believe the market this year is going to be very, very buoyant. I don't know if you heard the announcements of Ed Miliband.
Yes,
but Alistair's working with him right now.
Okay,
he's obviously approached Parliament, and because we used to work previously with ministers in power, because you want to find out what their vision is for the market. We want to be in there early as a company as well, because obviously we're a small family company. All these decisions matter to all of us.
Yeah.
But put that to one side, we've come back into the business when there's no incentives, When we were in it before, there was massive incentives, so it was easier to sell. Sometimes it's good not to have any incentive, because you sell what it does on the tin.
Yeah.
And that's what the customer wants. They want to save money on their utility bills, and the storage is the future of Britain right now.
Oh, it's got a huge role to play for sure, and obviously we're aware of that. I think I am getting wind of some frustrations. I think over regulations and
slowing the
grid application. Yeah, I think there's some, but I just wondered if you were hearing the same. But I think it's quite regional. I had a conversation with an installer in the northeast, and we're talking about the cost of G99 applications has rocketed, and these things that can potentially get in the way of that growth that you foresee and that I foresee. I think because it's and there's all sorts of exciting sort of things coming from a product point of view, whether it's vehicle to grid, for EVs and stuff like that. So Interesting year coming up. I think we're quite excited about it.
I mean, the EPS has made a big difference.
Yeah, have you managed to sort of?
Yeah, I've got a video here. I'm going to show you after.
Oh, okay.
It's brilliant.
Yeah.
So basically, we're still pushing that out to our clients because even the newer ones, they're not aware of the EPS box even being part of the Fox family.
It's made a difference to us. Yeah, we was with a customer the other day, and he was umming and ahhing whether to go with the Fox product, the one that Tino mentioned earlier. And we mentioned the EPS box, and it sold the whole thing.
Yeah, I think we've obviously made a bit of a noise about it, but it's still because installers, they're just busy doing
people
what they do.
People don't know about it.
Yeah, and it was something that was kind of missing from our range a little bit, I think, and the fact, and it's good to hear that you've done well.
Oh man, we're pushing that massively. Yeah? So that APS box has made a huge difference to our business. Because you think about it, if you're a salesman and you're selling a solar system, and people worried about being without electricity, yeah? And obviously during this weather, this has happened a lot, yeah? Mm-hmm. So if you've got this emergency access from your batteries, or with this EPS box, yeah, at least you've got some sort of electricity in the home.
Well, yeah, I mean, we've always offered that, but this has massively simplified it, hasn't it? I think what installers wanted was that home solution.
100%.
Box, and I think prior to that, it was a bit more complex.
It was, yeah.
So.
But now it's like put a box in, functions right away.
Yeah.
And I think you guys are constantly developing the products as well. You're not just standing still.
Yeah.
Like with the heating elements and fire suppression and EPS boxes, it just helps us push the product.
There is a lot more coming as well.
Yeah.
In fact, there's a second version of the EPS box in the development already. And not to replace that, but to work alongside it with a little bit extra functionality and stuff like that. So there's things happening on product development all the time. Maybe I can give you a bit of an insight after this as well to let you know what's on the way. Okay, so Tino Cristian, you've mentioned a few times already your growth. What are your plans next 12 months, 2 years? How are you going to grow?
Yeah, sure.
How do you see that?
So for the next 12 months, obviously we want to grow our business. So we're looking to open more centres around the UK and get basically the way we work, Craig, unlike most people, we tie people into our business, yeah? So if, for example, somebody opened a centre in Scotland for us, they would get a share of the profit of the company. So basically we call them shareholders, yeah? And the reason we do that is because we're not greedy, all right? We've been on this journey before, and it's very important that you share your wealth with the people that work with you. So our vision, our long-term vision, is to take on more people, all right, and engage them, and they become partners in our business. A bit like the John Lewis's model or some of the other models you've got in the market.
So not a franchise model,
no.
All directly controlled.
All directly controlled.
Through the company as it is,
yeah.
But you're giving a stake to those people.
Totally controlled by the people. Now, we are already doing this, yeah?
Okay.
So the reason for our success is because we're doing that already, yeah? So, for example, everybody that gives us business, because we have loads of introducers as well that work in the background. So people that might be in another industry or used to be in the industry, or people that we network with, people that we know, they just say to us, great, okay, I've got a friend of mine that is doing solar every day, and we'll give them a share of the profit. Simple as that. And it's a good way of getting business, because then everybody's happy, it's fair, it gives them an opportunity to grow their side of the business, and we know that model works for us. So right now, me and Christian are going to Weston-super-Mare on Monday. We're going to meet a possible partner there.
So you're actually actively looking for partners?
Oh, well, yeah, we're looking for partners all the time. And like I said, we've already got some. The reason we doubled our turnover last year is because of the partners. Because of the partners and the young kids that come into our business. And we believe in youth anyway, because they're the future. Because they've got a lot more grasp on social media. Like you mentioned TikTok earlier, Instagram. I don't know half the names.
I mean, I'm pretty good on it, but I'm a bit of a dinosaur now. When I think Derry's rolling her eyes as we speak when I talk about TikTok and Instagram. But Yeah, I get it. Youth, I think absolutely. You've got to invest in young people.
100%. And these people enable us to grow, and it's the future for the business.
Yeah.
So, and we've proven that over the last 3 years that we can, what we've done is gone out and got the business ourselves.
Yeah.
And the model works. So we just want to imitate what we've done in Chelmsford in another area, grow the business.
You're not selling a dream. You've been
it.
there. You've walked the walk sort of thing.
What you got to think as well, the other beauty is they've got, because we set up these WhatsApp groups, there's no hiding for anybody. Mm-hmm. So if they don't get a quote back within minutes, we know straight away. Or if they don't receive the goods at 8 o'clock in the morning like we promised them, or if there's a late delivery, or we've got these groups where we can keep the people informed at all times.
And you want to maintain that? So you've got no plans to go to a web shop?
No.
No, you want to keep that, pick up the phone.
Pick up the phone.
Yeah, personal service. Yeah. Okay. We like my customers are phoning me from 6 in the morning till 9 o'clock at night, and that's how we win the business.
Being there for when you need you.
And even if it's not about an order, it could be about something completely different. It could be about their company, marketing strategy. Yesterday we were sitting down with one of our clients, and the purpose of the meeting was about marketing, and we just gave him some advice, and he's gone away and working on that advice today. So that's what we want to do as a business.
So it's not just a technical.
No, it's not.
You're a system with sales, marketing, and everything.
Yeah, we give them the support to help them grow their business. No, I'm not being funny. The big distributors ain't got time to do that. They're not really interested. What I call our competitors is order takers. They've got everything on the shelf. They haven't got the passion we've got for Fox. If somebody wants another product, they'll give them another product. We try not to give them another product. We try to say, no, hold on a minute, you don't want to buy that product because this product gives you the backup that you need if you're ever in trouble.
Yeah, I mean, and the important thing there is you're saying that because you genuinely believe that.
No, I know it. I don't believe it. I know it.
Yeah, and that's good to hear. I mean, like I said earlier on in the conversation, we don't always get it right, but I think we get it right most of the time.
100%.
And the important thing is if we do make a mistake, we put it right.
100%.
We're trying hard to improve that further. So finally then, thanks again for coming
No
today.
problem. No problem.
Early in January when, it's busy and it's cold, but I really appreciate you coming today, guys. It's been
Thanks for your time.
Just finally then, how do people find you? Best way to contact you? Installers that want to reach out and have a conversation about pricing and etc. What's the best channel?
The best channel for us is by telephoning us. That's why we keep setting up these groups, because the minute somebody approaches us, the group gets set up. They've got Paolo's number, Alistair's number, my number, Christian's number. They get to know who's the technical people. So if it's a technical question, they'll go on the WhatsApp and they go.
Yeah, you'll find our details on our website, auroraenergygroup.co.uk, or you can email us at info@auroraenergygroup.co.uk.
Okay, so first reach out on those channels, and then you can.
We'll contact them, speak to them, either me or Tino, or give them a call and see how we can help them.
Or ring me direct on 07802 553232, and that's my number.
You might regret that.
I will never regret it because I take every call.
Brilliant. Thanks for that.
No problem.
Okay, we're going to wrap up. So thanks to those of you who have tuned in today. It's been a pleasure to speak to Tino and Cristian from Aurora. They're giving their contact details, so please reach out to them. And please stay tuned for more episodes on FoxCast. Thank you.
Thank you.